Hi, and welcome back to Life of Enchantment. Today I'm doing a video that's been requested, which is so kind and so lovely. So thank you so much to that subscriber. Lots of love to you. And it's on tips for journaling and gratitude. So we'll start with the journaling. My tip on journaling, or the tips I have, are it doesn't have to be perfect. Start from wherever, because sometimes we feel a bit like, oh, I haven't done it before, I haven't done it for a while, gosh, or this kind of thing. And I just think, just start. It doesn't matter. You don't have to sort of try and make it perfect. You don't have to, it hasn't got to look amazing. All you need is a specific book or notepad, a pen, write down the date of whenever you're writing, and write down your feelings, your thoughts, things that have happened, things that have evoked feelings in you, good things, bad things, anything, and just write down what it is that's going on with you. It can be so cathartic. It can be a really wonderful way to get things out, to process things, to record stuff. We always think that we'll remember everything, but you never remember it in the detail that you do when you write something down. And if you're doing any kind of meditations or journeying, it's really wonderful to write it down. And then when you read back, you sort of think, oh my, the amount of things you write down you would never have remembered. It's a really lovely way to like I said, process things, process emotions and things you've been through. Now, this isn't the same as writing the letter, which is in one of my other videos, which I'll tag at the end of this one, when you're getting rid of things. So have a little look at that. This is more about you recording your life, your feelings, your thoughts. It's really helpful if you feel that no one's going to read this, because then otherwise, if you feel they're going to read it, you might be more selective as to what you say and how you write it down. But I think that recording your feelings, your passions, your wants, your desires, your hopes, your dreams, your manifestations, your spell work, your things that you've done, things you've achieved, is just it's just a lovely record of your life. Now, I'm not great at doing this. I pick it up and I drop it, and I have been one of those that thought, oh, I haven't done it for a while. But I do feel that it's something that you can just, you might do for a while, then you might leave it for a few days or a week or a month or even years. Just keep picking it up whenever, because it's just a really nice thing to have and to do. And like I said, very cathartic, and really interesting to read over, and fun. So I hope that's helpful. The second one was the gratitude. Now, the reason I love gratitude is that the more you are grateful, the more you see the world through the eyes of gratitude, the more your world will open, and the more love and happiness and joy you will feel. And it really, really is true. So I want you to think, there's one of the techniques I do is, again, you would need another book, but a specific book just for this gratitude, okay? Pen again, obviously, your pencil, whatever. There are a couple of rules with this one, and I'll explain them afterwards, but one of the things that's really important is, can you think of something that makes you feel just really like, oh, that's lovely, that's just, that kind of warm, wonderful feeling, something that makes you feel really, oh, it's so lovely, it's so joyful, it's so like that warm, gooey, joy, happiness feeling. Get that feeling. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be a sunset, it could be a beautiful coffee or something you've eaten, it could be something you've seen, or whatever it is, that feeling that's invoked in you, that is what you are going to write down. So you're going to write down the date at the top of the page. In the morning, you're going to write down, now these are the rules, a minimum of 3 things that has made you feel that. Now, with this, you it can be 3 same things until you start to notice other things. I'll tell you about that in a second. What you do is you write down a minimum of 3 things then and 3 things in the evening. And so that feeling, you have to feel it. So rule number 1, you have to write it down. Rule number 2, you have to feel it. And rule number 3, you don't be stuck on shoulds. If you feel you have to write down, I should write down my family, my kids, my this, my that, the other, whatever, then write it down. Don't get stuck on it, and then move on to the other things that are really evoking this wonderful kind of wonderful feeling in you. So the reason it's so important to write that down is that what's going to happen is that, first of all, if you write it down, pen to paper is incredibly powerful. It tends to stick more in the brain. You see that wonderful feeling that you had? If you do this morning and night, you'll start to live from that feeling so much more. Most of your life will be lived from that wonderful feeling of, this is so lovely. If you miss a morning or evening or a day, don't worry, just move on to the next. If you stop and you think you go backwards, that's because you've stopped. Until it has become a real proper thing that you notice and live by, you need to continue this. So the more you feel, the more you write it down, the more you will notice, then the more you will feel. It's just like a cycle, like a circle, and it will completely change your life. I promise you this. If you learn nothing from me and just this will change your life. So that feeling that you're going to feel, that you're going to have evoked in you, if it's the same thing that you're writing down for a while, don't worry about it, just keep writing it down. You have to feel it. And then what will happen, like I said a minute ago, you will just wake up feeling like that, going to bed feeling like that. Just feel it most of the time. I am not saying that things aren't going to happen in your life or bother you or go wrong. It's just that you will spend most of your life living from this wonderful place of just joy and happiness. And what an amazing way to live. If you can give that gift to yourself, well, you should. It's so important. So, quick recap, you have to feel it, you have to write it down, and it has to be a minimum of 3. If you start writing loads down, good. Don't stop yourself. The other rule was, if you feel like you should be writing something down and you can't push past that, just write it down and move on. Get on with these feelings that are being evoked. Don't get stuck on, I feel guilty because I haven't written this, that and the other down. This is not what this is about. This is about helping you, your brain, your feelings, your mind, yourself, your soul, your spirit, your energy, to start noticing the fabulousness, the wonderfulness of all the simple things around us, the colours, the nature, the food, the tea, the little smiles someone gave you, the hugs, just life in general. It is a really beautiful way for you to expand your experiences and colours and everything. So don't underestimate the power of gratitude. And that, to me, I know there are other ways to live in gratitude. This is my foolproof. If you do this, this is the foolproof way for you to kind of live in a much more grateful way. Another really beautiful one is to be very, very mindful and present wherever you are. So when I go walking, honestly, I must look like I'm on drugs or something, and I'm not. Because I'm like, oh, look at the trees, the colours, and I'm just like so sort of like fairy-fied and wandering around in this kind of dreamy daze, and just looking at the colours, listening to the sounds of Mother Nature, and enjoying watching my dog snuffling around, really happy. And it's being noticing and being in those small moments and being in the present moment and enjoying it, and really, you know, if you feel the water on your skin, allow the raindrops to kiss you, and it's all the wind to like blow you, you know, blow you around a bit. It's all these things that create a wonderful feeling of a wonderful life, really, and a wonderful feeling of being in your life and being present, and will really help you to live from a place of gratitude and live more consciously in your surroundings and in your life. So I hope this has been helpful. Any request, do let me know. And until next time, all my love, Ella. Bye.